Morning. It's Friday, September 20th. You know, this is Kiki Puda. And no, I don't care how I come online. Sometimes, well, not sometimes. Source be like, yo, put the rest of them videos out. And it don't matter if they all set up right, politically correct, or, got the right lighting and special timing and that you look perfect and all that shit. Put the shit out. Because they work with it. The elements, the spirits, the ethers, they work with it. Especially when it's like the truth. Because this is a new age of Aquarius, and that's what it's here for. It's the time for it, the truth, And so as that's being done, right, it's kind of like whatever your intentions are, you set it out into the ethers, and it's like a manifestation, However, instead of you putting something out there to wish for something on someone else, or you're doing something for some form of material gain, you're actually doing something in reference to the truth and healing, because in order to get into the full age of Aquarius, healing must be a thing, okay? And since I'm a healer and I'm healed, right? And I have to be an example of that. No matter which way the shit look, okay? That's the main purpose of the whole thing. To others, I might not look healed, right? And to others, I might be, let's say if they watch my content, right? And they say, damn, she's really harping over shit. She's not letting shit go. She keeping that shit going. Yo, she's not healed. She's stuck in the past. Not at all. Because if I was stuck in the past, I would do some form of a blame game. And I would know exactly everyone to blame. And I'll go on a blame fucking shopping spree. Just buy y'all motherfuckers off the goddamn market to make sure don't nobody else come across your item again. Okay. So that's why that's not going on. And I'm here to, shed awareness on a whole lot of shit. Okay? And I'm trying to make it as practical as possible. And not make things so overwhelming. Even though some situations are kind of like dire. And it's not a bad kind of dire. It's kind of like look into yourself. Check yourself out thoroughly. Understand, like, what you already know that's wrong with you. And don't put that on someone else. Like, fix that. Because it impacts so many people when you don't. Okay? Like, either in my case, it's an unhealed old friend. It's an unhealed ex-boyfriend or two. It's an unhealed family member. And, they trail my life to ruin it. Right? Just to cause havoc all up and down that thing. Okay? And for me not to have anything of any kind from anywhere, it's like they deliberately sabotage it. They feel like it's their duty to do this. And you can have ideas of who it could be, but let's just say the person got work done to themselves to kind of enhance their features. Get some of these things. And then some more of that thing back there. You know, I got a belly, but it ain't hard for me to lose that. You know, I'm focused more on the message more than anything. Mainly because no harm meant. Everyone, it's going to sound bad when I say everybody got to get caught. But I want you to hear me out. Even if you on the fence, right? Twin flame connections, soul mate connections, and then there's a twin flame soulmate connection. Like 3 different kinds. Okay? This is another reason why God said to me, remove my protection from the entire world. From the entire world. Okay? It didn't matter if I knew I protected the entire world. But the fact that he told me that I did, you know, and the fact that he pointed that out for me to do, I had no choice but to do that. The reasoning behind it all is because people are going after divine unions, chosen people, chosen families, chosen bloodlines. A lot of bloodlines connected to Jesus. A lot of bloodlines connected to Enoch. A lot of bloodlines connected to God. Okay? So you don't know who you are. I'm trying to tell you. I really am. Okay? And the reason I'm being targeted the way I was, am, and still is because I actually have all of those. All of those. Bloodline of God, bloodline of Jesus, bloodline of Enoch. All of it in my line, my lineage. My family, they don't know, even though I'm saying something about it. But I've tried to have different conversations, and they were small. Just asking, family members like, man, did you do the research on our last name? Did you do the research on this? Did you do the research on that? And a lot of things were pointing at me. Okay? And imagine if you're reading something and you connect to it. You have a feeling about something and it connects you to something higher. And your inklings are reassured. Okay? And then, yeah, I get the knock on the brain and it's like, you're right. Yeah. You are who you think you are, okay? But I'm not getting off a topic about that because it's more on the twin flame, the soulmate, and the twin flame soulmate. Okay. My bloodline goes back to the beginning of time. So you would know you are angelic on a whole nother level than you've ever imagined. If you know parts of it, 9 times out of 10, you still haven't tapped into, let's say, 90% of your DNA is probably dormant. Okay? So you probably don't know all of your strength or your weaknesses or even, your powers or whatever. You don't know. And even if you think you know, right? And if you've joined places, organizations, right? And they want to tell you about your gifts. And they want to tell you how, cool you are or whatever. Trust me, 9 times out of 10, they're not telling you everything. They're not. They won't do that. Because you will be considered too powerful. And then your lineage will be considered unstoppable. And also, they won't have a choice but to actually honor God's contract. Not man, God's contract. Okay? So even the the people like that are trailing me and wanting to cause all different types of havoc for me, right? They know this already. I'm trying to tell you why they're doing it. Because I wondered one time. I heard one time that my bloodline was cursed, right? And I'm like, damn, what? Like, what are we cursed with? Type shit, right? And then I heard in the spirit that basically, in order to curse the bloodline, you have to curse the chosen one in the bloodline. So, let's say other people have figured out who the chosen one is in your bloodline. Okay? And they cursed that person. Just like they had cursed me. And I didn't know I was cursed. And I bet you don't even know you was cursed. Okay? Because it ain't like they really being your friend, or they really being up front with you and telling you, what the fuck they doing behind your goddamn back. People ain't, no. Ain't nobody loyal like that. Especially when they want to snake your ass, So, you have to curse that particular chosen one. Because that chosen one is the savviest, smartest, the chain breaker, the curse breaker, the remover of obstacles, barriers, all that shit for your whole motherfucking family. Okay? So, God told me these things. I'm like, all right. I figured it out quickly. I said, damn it. And I wrote about it, and I think I made a video about it. But I said, if I go back to the beginning of goddamn time, and I've been here about 20 some times, right? That means the men that I've come across in any of my lifetimes had to be chosen. Because back in the day, it wasn't like we all the same and we are the world and we all gonna coexist and get along. No, our ancestors checked all of that stuff out because they did not want to, and it wasn't just trying to be funny, it's the co-mingling of the various types of bloodlines that know that they have curses, okay, and that they know that bloodline themselves have to honor, fulfill that part of their contract for their family. No matter what, they have to. And so the sneaky way that they would get around that was to bind our asses up, which in turn would bind our family, because that chosen person is linked to every fucking body and God and your ancestors, and your body got shit in it that other motherfuckers can't get unless they tap into your shit. And they make it their damn business to figure that shit out. So I'm going to tell y'all like God told me. Ain't shit a coincidence. Shit's happened before. Even if you waking up today and you decide to brush your teeth at 8:05, the last lifetime you brushed your damn teeth at 8:05, okay? That's how much shit is not a fucking coincidence, okay? So even when a person approaches you, friendly with you, they want to be your friend, like They so into you so much that you're like, wow, you know, I'm an influencer to this magnitude. What the fuck kind of shit I got? They already know what you got. They don't want you to find out that you got it. And they want to take that shit. I'm trying to get this goddamn string. Can't get this bitch to save my life. Okay. And so, when the person approaches you and they want info, I wasn't as forthright. But I realized they send in, like, of course, different types of agents with different personalities to disguise different things to kind of make their job easier to steal. You want to know what they're stealing? Your royalties, your wealth in the ethers that's been manifested itself down here in the 3D. Period. All the shit that is ours and has our like rights to it, you know, it's certain shit that can't be touched unless you're from that certain bloodline and you're a certain person and your body has the keys, the codes, the information to fit. It's kind of like your fingerprint or face recognition, right? Your energy, okay? Even though God knows who everyone is, that's how I was saved, okay? Because God knew I wasn't the one doing all this shit, no matter how much they put my name up there. And they put my name up there because since my family goes back to the beginning, our abundance is the biggest, the hugest, okay? So you might have, like me, some people in your family that know that. But what they're looking at, or friends, whoever, what they're looking at is the amount of money, the amount of power, excuse me, the amount of influence, the amount of favor, the amount of gifts. A whole lot of 3D shit, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with 3D shit. That's not what I'm saying. But the reason why you or your bloodline would get all of this 3D shit is because you're doing your 5D damn job on this 3D. Period. No way around it. You don't want to do your fucking job? Okay, nah. You already on the other side. That's how God looking at it. Shit. Either you about to curse your own goddamn bloodline, or somebody else about to curse that bitch and take your shit from you. You get it? Now, we were cursed. And another bloodline cursed our entire family. A whole bloodline, a whole lineage. All of us. Every single last one of us. And all they had to do is find me. Do you see how fucking simple that shit is? And guess what? When God tapped on my damn brain and told me I was going to free my lineage or my bloodline to the beginning of fucking time, and I'm going to get everyone in my bloodline released from these motherfucking curses, and guess when that shit just broke? A couple of days ago. So, you know what these people are doing? Wanting to make sure to keep me apart from like the twin flame connections, the soul mate connections, any union any divine union, any heavenly union. Okay? This is where it's important for the equally yoked shit. Alright? And not getting tricked, hoodwinked, bamboozled by the damn devil. And then you got the devil in your motherfucking house, laying beside you and saying and doing shit. Shit, because I had the goddamn devil shit in mine too. But she was posed as a friend. And I had the devil posed as a mate too. You know? But it's something continuously that they would do because curses and shit like that shit's temporary. Sometimes motherfuckers be thinking that shit gonna last forever. Hell no. God ain't gonna have no shit like that. And then when God find out, what the fuck people doing on this 3D? Because the nigga done found out. All that shit. Over. It's kind of like anybody messing, interfering, stopping, halting any type of divine union. And you know you ain't divine. You know your lineage ain't divine. You know ain't not one divine thing flowing through your damn body. Sit your ass down. Move out the way. Leave motherfuckers alone. Because I'm telling you, God paired these people together. Because God means I'm changing the fuck out of the trajectory of this motherfucking planet and this bullshit. Period. He ain't taking no shit like, oh, I'm gonna get to it later, or I know I gotta let this go, but I can't, or this was like this is like that. You know what God says? All right, your energy was supposed to be sitting like this, and then your energy would be sitting way up here if you honor XYZ. You don't want to honor it? I'm gonna move your ass out the way and put another motherfucker right there that is divine, that's ready, on go. You know what I'm saying? And then when that person accepts the job from God, it's on. It's like God is moving. You know how they would say that in church? He's moving. He's making rounds. He ain't playing. And shit, motherfucker ain't caring about your goddamn feelings. You know how long you had time to wrestle with your feelings? You know how long you've had to get it together? I'm just saying, that's how he's looking at it. That's how she's looking at it too. And when people are grouped together, I've wrote about it and I've said something. Okay? Your heart, your spirit is intertwined with that person. Parts of you in your heart and your spirit is intertwined with that person. So whether you know it or not that you have a twin, you have one. Whether you understand it or not that you have a soul connection, you have one. And it could be with several different people, different timelines. You could have had a soul tie with somebody, but you only live for like 3 years. You die, you come back, and then the next time you're living for like 40 years. But the soul tie is different. The twin tie is different, And sometimes they stay the same. It's kind of like it's building. Because it's geared towards what's happening. It's geared towards what God needs and wants to see change, And sometimes because of a lot of forces that want you to say, like, there's nothing different about us. We're all the same. We eat, sleep, and shit similar, and we all think alike and all that. That shit is some bullshit. That shit. is a whole crock load of dumbass. And in case you think that shit is for real, I'm proving you wrong. I ain't like everybody else. Not one fucking bit like everybody else. You know? I'm so goddamn different that I'm unique than a motherfucker. Okay? Because I kind of like, you know how you get those universal, like, screws where you can change the head and you put another one and it comes with a line of different interchangeable shapes of the screws? That's kind of like me. I'm that piece. Then it's like you can plug a different twin in there and then you use it, it works. Okay? Or, okay, let's see, you got the piece, the main thing, right? And then you hook another wrench to it. And then you add the piece. That's kind of like me like the base. And then that long piece is the connection of the soul with someone. And then the attachment to make things work is the twin part. Because one is within like time space continuum type, like it encompasses all. And another is it's elements outside the world. Okay, that's the encompass of it all. Elements inside the world is your connectivity body wise to, like, let's say, I don't know, ley lines, right? And then it's your source connection, right? I'm trying to, okay, so I can be a source myself because I'm like the main little shit. So I got a beacon and my shit go up there. But if I'm connected to the soul, my other half, and I'm connected to the twin of that other half, right? It's one person. It's just saying they carry both parts just like me. And so we still become a beacon, but it's a beacon with a different purpose. Okay? And I don't know if people paid attention to, like, beacons, right? You're still doing some kind of signaling. You're sending out something, and it's massive, you know, and it has a sound, and it could mean like, oh, something's dangerous, or it can mean that, hey, okay, we do this, it's gonna change something, ignite something, and it's gonna produce something. Not for the bad, for the good. Okay? These people that come and want to mirror your life, they are your enemy. You don't have to see these motherfuckers to understand. Okay? If they are taking, if you know money missing out your bank account, yeah, they're part of it. Okay? Shit happening with your car, part of it. You know. You cough a little too hard, you think you're about to die. Yeah, they're part of it. Okay? Because they try to kill you. So, it's kind of like they do things to put so many obstacles in your way for you to just give up on yourself, feel defeated about every fucking thing, and not want to persevere into any form of greatness because they don't want you to think that you're great. They don't want you to think that, hey, God is actually looking for your ass. And God is actually waiting on your ass. And God is like, where the fuck is he at? Or where the fuck is she at? They're just placeholders. They're delays. But if they delay you long enough, confuse you long enough, get you off your path long enough, you ain't gonna think about that shit no more. You ain't gonna do it either. And then you're not going to honor yourself or your damn bloodline. And guess what? You're going to be still working your ass off, not understanding you don't even have to work your ass off no fucking more. I want you to really get that. You know? And they know it. But they take it from you behind your back, sneakily, because they don't want to do the work. That means they want to stay sinister all the time. And they don't care how much sinister shit they do for them to be able to just be in that type of space. You know? Now, because you would be clueless, they say to themselves, shit, it's easy for us to just get whatever the fuck we need off of this person to whatever extent, because they don't know what's going on. Okay? I'm making sure, basically, I tell you what's going on. I tell you, listen, look inside yourself. Talk out loud to fucking God, okay? Well, talk out loud to God. Express yourself to God. Express what you're hurting, what you're feeling, what you are going through. And I'm telling you, you can find the problem. I have said this so many times. God delivers blessings or lessons. When shit is fucked up, it's a damn lesson. And it comes in the form of a person. And who is the person causing you all the damn obstacles in your life? That's the primary suspect, motherfucker. You need to just drop like a bad habit and go about your business. Because that one person that I was around and that came around me, no matter what she did, she created chaos. And then she would cry. I'm like, what the fuck are you crying for? But it's all like games. It's all games. You know, they do some fucked up ass shit, and then they don't want to get caught for the shit. So guess what they do? They want to love bomb the fuck out of you, or they want to start crying some goddamn tears, and then asking for some motherfucking forgiveness and shit. And let me tell you something. If you know that your energy produced millions of motherfucking dollars, and you looking in your damn bank account and you in a negative, or you only got 50 motherfucking dollars, shit. This is what I'm talking about. They know that. They know that. They know what a chosen person can do and produce and create. And they take it. And they keep taking it. And you know what's up for grabs right now? My entire fucking bloodline. Because I cleared all the fucking curses. So, other cursed families trying to come after my whole family. But this is where God meant when he said I'm the key. Okay? That means just like they cursed me to curse my bloodline, they would have to re-curse me to curse my bloodline. I made sure to not only clear out the curses of my entire bloodline, I moved my bloodline, souls and spirits, to a very safe place. Very safe. So, even while they're here, they will be protected. So even they have my protection, okay? But that's an extra layer of protection. that I put on what's important so they can live and not be hurt by other people that have their eyes on, that particular person, And you don't know if someone has their eyes on you because, hey, all of a sudden, like, it might be that you be going down the street and they say, hey, how you doing, And it's regular. And that's all you get is, hey, they just walking, hey. Now they want to stop. Now they want to talk. Now they all intrigued with you. Now they want to just be your best of something. You need to say to yourself, why? You got to say it out loud. But if you don't give a fuck, you can't. You can just be like, damn, you ain't never stopped before. You stopping now? What, you need some milk or some sugar or some shit? What the fuck going on? But when they start coming with these sob-ass motherfucking stories about what the hell going on with them, bingo. When they be a drama king, a drama queen all the goddamn time, bingo, you're culprits. When they do reckless, fucked up shit, and they claim so bad they don't know how to handle it, and they don't know what the fuck to do to get out of it, and they call you for you to help them. This is where you gotta put your big girl and your big boy panties on and say no. Especially when you know that you've seen them wreak like havoc on someone's life. You know them for doing that to people. And you think to yourself, they would never do that to me. Shit. You're not exempt at all. You're not exempt at all. Because when you're a twin flame, when you're a soulmate, when you're chosen, when you're part of 144, man, your calling is so big, just like your money, okay? And, governments and judicial systems, they have that information. They know that. And they go after those people. They go after those families. And they set those people up. And they set those families up. They have so many agendas to stop this. And you should really ask yourself, right? Because I'm awakened. And when I say awakened, I don't have no bad karma at all. I don't. I make sure to clear that. No matter what. I don't give a fuck what somebody did to me. I ain't letting that shit beat me. I ain't letting that shit get to me. I am not letting that shit break my motherfucking ass down. I ain't letting it stop me or nothing. You know why? Because when God starts talking to your ass, then you gonna know, oh shit, this shit realer than a motherfucker. And no matter what, you gonna have to step your goddamn game up. And you know what part of that is? Leaving them fuck boys and them fuck girls alone. That's how they get everybody. They get you with fucking fine ass man or fine ass woman, and they wanna do all the whatever, right? Get you thrown off. Let me tell you, when you're chosen for real, and you done tapped into God for real, yeah, that nigga say quick, all right, wrap this shit up. This one keeping this shit long. Yeah, you done did your shit, we got you. You're good now. You should be anyway. That motherfucker ain't playing either. Interrupt your whole shit. While you getting it in. Because your job is bigger than that pussy you fucking. Or that dick you sucking. Okay? And I hate to be so blunt, but it's the truth. It is the truth, because you create soul ties through sex. Man, you create a lot through sex. And that's why I don't have a problem with like kind of just falling back and not, keep intertwining myself person after person or whatever, and chilling out. But the people that they get to come to you, oh, they have multiple connections. They have multiple attachments. They have multiple demons already on them. And I did a story about that. Okay? So it's like, yo, motherfucker come up to you, damn, 20 motherfucking demons on them. You don't know they got 20 demons. But I look at it like this. Evils come in all different kinds of ways. Different types of evil. It's kind of like somebody want to make you sad all the time. Damn, that's a devil. Somebody want to curse all the time. Damn, that's another one. Then they want to throw it over, top it off with a hex. God, that's another one. Okay. Then they want to put some in your food or your drink. That's enough. And then it's like if you're seeing it, or you're feeling it, or you're getting some kind of, this shit ain't right. Right? It's another one. You know why? Because they're playing with your mind. They want you to think that the thoughts that you're thinking are yours. A lot of times it's theirs. Okay? And you can keep going, But the main thing is, there's really not a way to test equally yoked except through a person's behavior, patterns, practices, and their beliefs. Okay? And I get it why people would run from spirituality, and they just think spirituality or spiritual people are like these devilish people. But it's really what the people do with spirituality. It's the same like what the people do with religion. You're not supposed to abuse it, and to abuse the people, or just use it to abuse the people. That's fucked up, but that's what people are doing. But they're transferring your wealth. Okay? From one family to another. Their whole family's in on it too. They got someone to replace your aunt, your mama, your daddy, your cousin. They know people that'll be the uncle. Cut them a little check, They got it all mapped out. Mirror. Duality. If they don't look like you, they'll go get the plastic surgery to look like you. Minor to what they're thinking of gaining. And if you already have guap, they say, shit, I'm gonna take that shit too. It's easier to leave a person with nothing. But when you tap into the inner self, and I don't care how you call on God, when God knows that you're serious, that motherfucker will answer. He ain't gonna lead you astray. He ain't gonna let you fall. He ain't gonna let nobody do shit to you either. And that's where we are. And women and men, but mostly women, have fucked with all of my divine connections. They fuck with other people's divine connections too. Hard. Like on some dumbass shit. Some of them think that shit is cute. They don't even realize they being driven by a fucking demon anyway. But, because it's like this. The demon know you divine. Maybe these people know too. What these people don't understand is, whether you in your divine purpose or not, just because you are fucking divine, they were not supposed to do shit to you. And because they take it upon themselves to do it anyway, oh yeah, God delivering the wrath on that ass. You know, he just be telling you, get out the fucking way. And guess what? The karmics, the people that sabotaging your life, make sure to stay in your way. They make sure to keep bothering you. They make sure to keep nagging you. They make sure to keep you stuck in some other fucking reality and thought. And you're like, damn, I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get my day started. And then they might be like, well, stay home, you know, da-da-da, right? And then they just aggravate you, and you're wondering, like, why the fuck did I stay home? It's not on purpose. It's place fillers. It's time wasters. It's distractions. You can call it any of those things. Because they don't want you to step into your divine calling. Because your divine calling, God will show you exactly who they are. God won't miss a beat with exactly who they are. And guess what? You won't either. Okay? You would just be like, you know, I'm going to just walk over to the left. I'm going to walk over a little bit to the right. You know, you're protected. And honestly, when your light comes on, these demons, they ain't coming close to you. They can't. No matter how bad they want to, they can't. Because they get sick. You know, it's kind of like their mass just falls. Starts to fall. They only have a certain amount of like time. So that's why you always hear about them when they might be out in the street and they doing shit, or they trying to do shit in your backyard and shit, front yard, not get caught, put you on the side, whatever. You know. But it's to transfer the wealth, right? And if they got bad health, they're going to transfer that bad health to you too. All of that is encompassed in abundance. You know. And the way I try to explain abundance is every damn word in the dictionary. I don't care if you make up a fucking word. It's under abundance. Okay? Period. So people would say things like, well, damn, I thought what I did to her is going to have her in her head, and she's stuck on me, and she's not moving forward, and she won't pay attention to what I'm doing, and she won't know that I'm just stealing all this from her, right? I know. When your light comes on, that's the good thing too. All of your celestial team see what everybody's doing. Everybody. There's no stone left unturned. Even the wrongdoings from people from your past that hurt you. Okay? They correct it all. Right? But what's really important is the fact that you are enlightened to a whole nother degree to protect your family, keep your family safe. Even if you got some fucked up family members, you know, and God is going to deal with them with whatever their karma is, because no one can bypass karma. It don't matter who you are. You can't bypass it. Period. Totally impossible. Okay? But these people, these families aren't ready and prepared to be in lack. Because that's all they're concerned about, is what they're going to miss, what they won't have anymore. And they don't want it to come out that, damn, They're the root of all evil and they stole this shit from you. Or they were in the process of stealing it. Okay? You know? So when people want to like talk to you real fast and talk you into shit real fast and get you on their bandwagon real quick, oh, they have a ploy. You know, and it's not love and affection. Okay? It is a strategic design to hoodwink and bamboozle you and trap you and, you know, have you working for their ass. Well, you ain't even supposed to work. Because you done all the hard work. And newsflash, if your family was in some form of slavery, shit, you closer to the divine than a lot of these other motherfuckers. Your job ain't real hard. All you gotta do is find your main culprit that's creating all the havoc in your life. Remove it. But remove them with some passion. Meaning, mean it. You know, mean it to where they feel it energetically. Where they know, ah, shit, this shit is over. This motherfucker just didn't clanked it all. It's imperative that you do that because chosen ones are very strong. We don't know how many people that we can actually hold energy-wise in our bodies. Okay? And if I just look at the part of being protection for family, I have a huge family. And if I am able to do that to protect them, man. And then if it's enemies that's wanting to hide in the midst of that, you know, you would really have to have a small circle to kind of figure out and pinpoint who your culprit is. Or, you know, meaning like you don't have a whole lot of friends to like sift through to figure out who's who. You know, unless you're doing that detective work, you know. And I mean, that's what I did. I had to do that detective work. Okay? But nobody wants their family cursed. You know? And if you've done everything to uncurse your family, you don't want your family to be recursed. And being recursed is like just being with the wrong person. Settling. Wrong person. Wrong family. And you not doing your research on that person in that family to understand their history. You know, how they get down, how they make their money, what they do, the way they do it, all that shit. Okay? Now, back in the day, Indians, yeah, we did that shit. Yeah, we checking all that shit out. You know, making sure. Because you just don't want to fuck it up when you've done so much to preserve that shit. Okay? So, and the way you kind of combat this with love. Because the family that is facing the judgment, they ain't coming off for no gun. They ain't coming on no love. Them motherfuckers coming with straight hate. Straight fear tactics. They're coming with all the shits. You know? All the shits. Because they want you to be scared. Afraid. It's really good if you're afraid of them. And then it's really good if you're afraid of what is to come type shit. I ain't afraid of none of that shit. And ain't that I'm bragging or no shit like that. It's just when you peep game, it's like, oh my God. You know, imagine. Nah, I'm okay, I'm gonna say it. Any of you that have ever had like a gun put to your head, or if you've been shot, or you've been in several situations where you know your life could have ended, and you were saved, and your life did not end, okay? I'm telling you, God knew somebody else set that shit up. God knew, you already was needed, and they ain't trying to get rid of you type shit. But these other people, they don't want these unions. They don't want these eternal loves to come in. They don't want genuine love. They don't want divine love. Divine love creates holy trinities across the globe. And if you are a God-fearing person, you would be like, why the fuck people don't want that shit? Because all the evil gets exposed. All the people get outed. It's like when the world was upside down, it was in their favor. But now it has to go right side up. It's not in their favor. And then they think that being cloaked in someone else's energy and hiding in someone else's lineage is protection. It's not. It's not. Because what God will do, remove it. Continue to. So you will be seen. Because without that abundance that's hooked to divinity, your mask falls off anyway. Because the abundance is what's holding it up. Because that person, if they don't love themselves, they pull from your abundance for love, so they can love bomb other people. They're not usually a joyous person. They use your abundance and they get joy. And so even as they're spitting covert hate, but they don't get looked at as a hater. You get it? You give them passes and shit. And you don't even realize you're giving them passes based off of your own shit because you don't know they're stealing your shit. It takes them a little time to figure it out. And it's really the back and forth, the up and down, the roller coaster with the conversation with a person. Hot and cold all the time. Moody. Frustrated. Just insisting on bringing conflict to your door. That's a real clue. It's like, hold up. Why the fuck you always got problems? Why? All the time. And then when they know you know that, when they know you know that, they know that you're not going to, accept them with their baggage. Because you realize their baggage is what got you fucked up. And you try to figure out how in the fuck did this happen. Well, they played it safe. They treaded somewhat lightly. And this shit just gonna fuck you up. They make everything your fault. Everything. Even if you ain't did shit. It don't matter. Like if you went on one date and you ain't date again, that motherfucker mad. That motherfucker fire mad at your ass because you left. And it's like, damn, it's one date. But it's the way you can pull your energy back, and they could tell. and they can't feed, you know. And so they have a whole lot of animosity, frustration, and hurt, not because they know you long enough to feel some pain from you. It's because they already was looking into you. They already tapped into like your energy. They already felt how it is, and they enjoyed it. And it doesn't have to be like from pleasure or sexual enjoyment. It's just your energy is enjoying, you know. If you do go that step further, so to speak, and that becomes inviting also. So what you want to do? What you want to do? I don't know how you test it crazy, because sometimes I say to folk, you know your people. You know the fucked up shit they be on. And I'm sure you can figure out a way to get some answers. And this is what I mean by get some answers. You know, when a person is on their meds, where they're supposed to be, and they're not on them, but they'll say, oh, I'm fine. I'll be all right. Okay? I'm just going to use for an example that the meds are sleep medicine. Okay? And they say, I'm all right. You know, no, I don't need to take it. And, or I can wait and take it. And this person is driving you home. And it doesn't matter which end of the spectrum that your sleep could vary. Whether it's something that keeps you awake and you need to go to sleep, or whether it's something that puts you to sleep and you might want to stay awake. When you get behind the wheel, things start to look mundane, the same. And no matter what, you'll still like fall asleep. And if that results in a really big danger or a kill or something like that, right? That person driving that car could say, I am diagnosed with XYZ, and I thought I took, my meds, and I didn't. Or they could say like, I felt fine, and then something happened, right? And you're not realizing if you live that still was premeditated. And you're not realizing if you pass that was still premeditated. Okay? It's things like that. Because when money is involved, people do anything to keep it, not miss it, not give it to its rightful owners, prevent any form of togetherness, unity, any safe place where you can actually have a conversation about something serious and you're not getting like popped in the damn mouth, Henceforth, that's why they never want us to gather, because we probably have talks like this. So, you don't want to curse your bloodline. It's kind of like, if you know that that's what's going on, it's like what's the word? Like knowing is half the battle. And now that you know, you're gonna be aware, you're gonna look out, gonna watch out for it, but you still keep growing creatively in your mind, divine wise, you know. And I'm talking about creating you a safe place with you and God. And I'm talking about, asking God for information on yourself. Even asking God to pull that information if you lived in past lives. Even asking God to just, hey, let me know anywhere on my timeline, any planet in my timeline where I'm great. They'll tell you. You might want to ask for that timeline. Bring that bitch right on in here. So you can make the impossible possible. And bloodline won't be cursed. Because of trifling people that get into positions that your family is supposed to be in. Get into these positions just to fuck you over, to make sure you don't get some shit. And then the family members that they involve to help them with this shit don't even get a third of what is actually dished out. They don't. And they don't even realize you're shooting yourself in the foot for helping these folk come for me. All that is looked at. So that's what God is like, yo, make sure I get on this horn, right? And I tell people, stop fucking with these divine unions. You ain't doing shit but messing up not only the order of the fucking universe, you're messing up God's order. And you messing up. Do you know one person can fuck up a whole family? That's how that faith of a mustard seed works. You can have that faith of a mustard seed in the wrong way, fuck up your whole family. You can have that faith of a mustard seed in the right way, prosper your whole family. And this is where the fuck shit get real. You ain't gotta be divine. You ain't gotta be chosen. You can just be regular in your damn family. But if you the one causing the havoc, the uproar, and the upheavals of all kinds, man, God comes after you first. He makes sure of it. And instead of cursing the whole bloodline, because it depends how many people did they involved in the bloodline, God gives the opportunity to curse one. But that one could have done so much bad shit. That their abundance can't even cover the amount of karma that they're gonna get. And they have to spread that karma out to other family members. And depending on what that person did, to the extent that they did it, determines how many people are cursed in the freaking bloodline. I've been trying to prevent my ass from being cursed or hexed or any of that shit again. And I've been focused on freeing my bloodline. And this was important for me to discuss because I need people to just tap into God. It's imperative, you know. Because if you think you got rights now, right? Oh, you'll have better rights. Better rights with God. You know, your fucked up shit. Yeah, that shit don't even weigh like, it don't even hold no weight. You know, in heaven they were like, that shit, we'll do away with that shit for you. Just go ahead and do this right here. You trust their ass, and their ass trust you. Oh, they doing that shit. No hesitation, they doing it. But you gotta tap into your divinity in order to get it. Or to get, like, even that divine protection. You know? So even if people plotted, planned, and wanted to come after my ass, you know, that divine protection says, nope. You can't do that shit. You ain't getting away with that shit. Nah. Her? She on her mission. And her mission bigger than all this fuck shit in this whole entire goddamn world. So no. We ain't letting you just keep fucking shit up. You know? But people don't get it, and they look at things like a competition. Even when God will say to you, it's not no fucking competition. I'm telling you, if you don't accept what's going on, you know, with this person, then guess what? I'm not going to help you. God will turn his back on you. And that's not to scare anybody. It's just the fact of not listening. You know? Not believing. Not hearing what's going on. What's being said about all types of shit. And God is not a passive God. He wants you to get your ass up. You know, do that damn work. Whatever that is. Pushing that shit out to the masses. You know, with some good intentions. Because that's what's going to stop all this crap. Good intentions. You know? Love. You know, and healing from the fucking past. Man. Y'all folk don't like to heal. At all. And I'm the type, I don't mind. I've been doing this shit since I was little. So it's like, Jesus. No one does reflection. Nobody looks in their own damn mirror themselves. You know? And is anyone doing this just for, like, a connection with God? Hell no. They're doing this shit for the money and the gifts. Physical gifts and spiritual gifts. That's what their aim is. Their aim ain't to enlighten your ass about shit they doing. They want to keep rocking how they been. And stay. Just like that. Because that's the life that they know. And even if that's the life that you know, the reason why you gotta change it is because you have assets that no one else has. And then you're the person that has access to that. No one else has. And in order for you to unlock that, you can't be around motherfuckers that just want to steal every damn thing from you. You steal your light, steal your hope, your happiness, your dreams, steal your damn money, steal your girl, steal your boy, you know, steal your identity, just steal. Like this, these motherfuckers, they just steal, shit. I don't think it had no purpose, but that can't be true because I'm talking about this shit. It's a greater purpose behind all this, you know. And they didn't want like a divine child to be made. They wanted a Satan little demon. And God is like, hell no. I don't want to know y'all motherfuckers. You know. But you know why that? Because I'm killing the original. Like the original diabolical motherfucker that's been wreaking havoc all over the world. You know, when it's gone, how does it continue its legacy? By getting attached to a legacy with a child. That's how. And they work hard at doing it too. That shit crazy. But it's the truth. And I got a lot of hair. A lot of hair. Okay. I'm getting off of here, folks. What's that, what they say? Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. Best wishes. Hello, bye-bye, toodaloo. All that good stuff. And see you on the next video. Alright. Later, people.